So if you're here last night, we did the same transition. Alright, so same thing. I'm going to enter in here. Alright, maybe this is too far away. I enter into my Gatame or my arm crunch. Okay. Now that I am here, sometimes what happens, and this can be him reacting, or sometimes it can just be a fault of my own. This arm starts to slip off. Now, if this arm starts to slip off, there's no arm crush anymore. So now we need to think about other attacks that I can go for. So we're going to look to transition to like a rolling armbar, right? Where I need to really focus on bringing my hips around and behind my partner's arm, okay? Because in an arm crush, the elbow wants to be pointed away from me. In an armbar, the elbow wants to be pointed towards me. Right now, it's not there. So I need to transition. So the way I like to transition, once I've slid here and I feel it falling off, this arm's already wrapped over. So I'm just going to keep this nice and tight, and I'm just going to focus on attaching to my partner's wrist. I'm now going to kind of use my shoulder or my elbow, as well as my inner thigh, to bring my hips up and around. Okay? So I'm coming up high, shins coming across my partner's head, my foot's hooking. Now I'm just going to sit myself up into this hip. Now if my partner doesn't do anything from here and I've got an extended arm, it's very easy for me to just take two hands and bar that arm over my top head. Right? However, it is going to be quite common, especially once you've got your partner's arm extended, they're going to try to do a forwards roll. As they forwards roll, my leg that's over the body, I'm going to bring it behind my partner's head, right? And I'm going to bring my leg over here. The reason why I like this grip is usually after they forwards roll, the next step is for them to hitchhiker. If I have just come back, if I've got both legs over and I don't do a good enough job of controlling my partner's thumb, Connor can start to hitchhike out, boom, I start to lose him in his escape. Yes, I can follow through, but that's not what I really want here. If my foot is behind his head, right, even if I just go one foot or 2 feet behind his head, I don't even control his arm, hitchhike's going. He's not going anywhere because I've got a physical wedge underneath his head. In a hitchhiker escape, notice where his head goes, right? He hitchhikes out, his head comes under. So if I've got something under his head can't do that, therefore the hitchhiker escape doesn't work. So we're bringing 1 foot under, my other leg I like to keep over that. 2 hands controlling the arm, I can armbar center chest, but personally, I like to armbar over my hip. I've got more range of motion, I can take the arm through, right, and I don't even need to engage my hips. Okay, so again. Here. Good. Okay, for this arm crush, it starts to slip off. So I'm keeping good attachment. Right? I now need to bring my hips up and around, right, behind his arm. Right? If I can get my hips behind the back of his shoulder, that's gold. Up, foot hooks behind the head, right? Shins across the face. I sit to the opposite hip. He rolls, cool. Foot's going to come through behind my partner's head. Right? Now, even if I just went here and he tried to hitchhike out, right, even without the leg over his head, he's not going anywhere. Right? The reason why I want the leg over the head is to stop him from sitting up. Right? Because he can sit up from here and start to stack into me. So I need this leg to stop that motion. Right? Now I can come through and bar across. Let's go one more time. Right. Scoot through. Right? I slide back to go for my arm crush. It slips off, keeping good attachment to the arm. I'm bringing my hips up and around the shoulder. He rolls through. Foot hooks behind my partner's head. Leg comes over my partner's face. Right, I'm drawing the arm over and barring it across my hip to hit my arm.